Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming. So today I'm going to do a small video for the channel for a game that I've had for quite a while on a physical disc actually. I bought it in a store where you can trade in. I probably mentioned it before a few times on the channel, but it's a store in the UK where you can take in different things, DVDs, games, electronics, and you can trade them in, you get vouchers, and then you can trade the vouchers back in for other games. So I often do that with DVDs, Blu-rays and games. I even bought a PlayStation console from there before. But anyway, this game is called Terminator Resistance. It's a game that I bought quite a while back, maybe a year ago, in a store for trade-in, because it had been something I'd heard about, and it's always sort of 15-20 quid even in store sales. So I thought if I ever see it when I've got vouchers to spare of the disc, I'll get it, and I did, and then I just never played it. So I've been playing it off and on for a couple of weeks. It's one of those games where, because of the kind of game it is, it's a more than 10-year-old game. I think it's from 2013, so there's not a lot to say or to do just by showing you the world. It's what you expect from a Terminator game. It's a kind of linear game. It is kind of a semi-open world in that you get areas you can run around, but so far I've found that they want you to go a certain path and you can't really go that far off the path. You can go around different bits and pieces, like in lots of these kind of games, off the path in the forest to go and find the cave, but you can't go wandering off into the big wide world. At least that's what I found so far. Maybe later on it gets different. Like many games like this, you've got the normal, there's a map. At the moment I'm trying to get some meds from the hospital. You've got your quests, you've got your inventory. I've just got basic guns, but you start with a handgun, so I've done quite well. You do really want to get a shotgun in this game, but it does more damage, and I always like shotguns in games anyway, so that suits me fine. You've got skills, so it is what it is. You've also got a kind of ultra night view thing where you can pick up what is essentially Skynet stuff if you're playing the Terminator universe. I like the Terminator films I've seen. I'm not a Terminator expert, and I don't think I've seen all the movies, but I certainly saw the first couple a few times, and I like them. So, and I've seen a couple of the later ones. So anyway, I thought because of the kind of game it is, it's a 10-year-old game, there's not much point in me just showing me walking around the world. The character modelling is fine for a 10-year-old game. As you can see, the weapons look fine again for a 10-year-old game. It would look fine if it was a game now. But it's best to show a part of a mission, so I've just come to break into this, not break in, to go into a ruined hospital. And there's types all over the place. So a few things about this mission. I've done this stupid little part of this stupid mission about 6 times, and what I will tell you in this game for a start is be very, very careful. If you throw, you get grenade. Well, I've got pipe bombs at the moment. Be very, very careful how you use them, because it's incredibly easy to think you've leant out of your cover and thrown one, and it bounces back and kills you, and it will kill you. So I've tried that quite a few times, and you have to sort of duck out to fire at these turret things, and I've thrown a grenade or a pipe bomb and blown myself up. And I got to the last turret. There's 2 here and there's 2 more, and another walking robot thing around the corner, and I got to the last turret and I tried the grenade, and so also you've got not limited ammo, so you can change your weapons. You can see you've got different weapons, but you've also got different ammo for your different weapons. Let's put that back on. Whoops. And it's very important in this game, I would say, to manage your ammo, because it's very easy to run out of ammo for a certain thing. So what you really want to do is swap round ammo as often as you can. So for example, as you probably saw from that, I've got very little ammo for this rifle. So what I will do is I will swap round to, I've got a shotgun, but I don't really want to use it. I've got a lot of ammo for a handgun, and I've got quite a lot of ammo for a submachine gun, small machine gun. These turret things don't react very quickly, so that little red line will show you where they're going to shoot. The top thing is when they're aware of you, but you can wait a bit, and as long as you duck back, you'll be alright. It's also kind of easy to accidentally jump up out of cover without meaning to, at least I found that. So again, it's a game where you need to be a bit careful with this kind of thing. I've gone around in a slightly bigger area quite a few times where there's been containers and buildings and full robots and these turret things, and it's not as annoying, but in these small spaces, I guess with any game, it's so what you want to do is kind of this. So this is what I've been doing generally in this annoying little mission, or annoying part of the mission. I've been swapping to shotgun, which does a lot of damage. Whoops. Using the shotgun a bit because I'm going to need that. See, as I see, it's very easy to jump out of cover accidentally. I'll see if I can show you about the pipe bomb thing. Where I got killed with a pipe bomb was in the next part, the next little section. But you jump out here and make very sure that you've thrown it first, because it's incredibly easy to let it bounce back off that cover and kill you. And then really you can use your handgun a bit as well, because you've got a lot of ammo for this. Always keep in mind on the bottom right you've got the thing where your ammo is, and make sure you don't actually run out of ammo when you're in the middle of shooting something, because the amount of times, not just in this little mission but in general, where I've been shooting something that's almost dead and I've suddenly run out of ammo at the last minute. Like that. As I said, it's very easy to find yourself out of cover accidentally. I'm just going to heal up a bit. So anyway, you've seen a bit of combat. I've shown you how to kill a turret. I've shown you what not to do and what you might want to do when you're killing a turret. But yeah, I like this game actually. It's relatively straightforward. It is kind of linear, at least how I found it so far. The characters seem okay. There's quite a bit of interaction. Like I said, it's what you'd expect from this kind of game. It's a kind of survival, role-playing action game. So you're stuck up in a ruin and you're trying to help your survivors survive. So you're going out to scavenge for materials and stuff they need. I'm assuming at some point we'll move on. The main character is a resistance fighter who's been detached from his unit, or they've all been killed, so he's trying to link up with the next unit. That's kind of I think that's going to be the main kind of overlaying story. If I just run over here, well, I can see the next turret. You want to use this quite often actually, because it's quite helpful. Have that. So yeah, I found this game quite good. It's a game that if you play these kind of games, if you like Terminator, you'll probably almost certainly like this. And if you like these kind of games, it's good. Like I said, it's not a new game. I'd say for a game for this age, it plays better than some of the Resident Evil games I've played that are this old. So yeah, it's fine. If you played it now and it was a new game, you would just think it's kind of like a tier 2 level game. It's not an indie level game, and that's not insulting indie games. Some of them are very good, and it's not an obviously AAA game. So I'd say probably a 2 level game, but it's quite fun. And honestly, I'm showing you a mission that's probably the least fun part of the game I've had so far. Generally you get a turret, there's a couple of spider things running around, a few other things, there's lots of little things that'll kill you. but this is the most irritating little bit of the mission I've found so far. And it's not really bad, it's just irritating. I wouldn't say it's one of those kind of games. Some games are, some games aren't. Now, I wouldn't say this is the kind of game where you can run through and just shoot everything. You can see these turrets will kill you quite quickly, and if it's two and you're running around thinking you can just shoot them with your shotgun or whatever while you're running around, you will probably be mistaken, because A, you'll probably get killed anyway, and B, the chance that you'll run into something, get stuck on a wall, not by the game's fault, you'll just run into something in the dark and you won't know what you're doing. So I would say it's not a game you can just go and blitz in. In this situation now, where there's half a turret, because I killed 1.5 turrets, let's say, yeah, I could probably run in with a shotgun and kill that turret off. But it's not a game to be too cavalier in, especially when you're up against multiple opponents. But yeah, it's a game that I would say is good. It's a game I kind of like. Again, with many games I play on the channel, it's not a game I'm going to play all the time, because it's very rare that these games I have time to play all the time, because I play so many different games, or B, because there's very few games, probably because I've played so many over so many years, that I really get into, that I want to finish. There's not the last couple of games that I completely got into that I absolutely wanted to finish, with Watch Dogs Legion and Cyberpunk for PC anyway. So it's not that kind of game that I'll suddenly drop tons of hours all the time. But, and let's swap to a pistol and we'll just finish that off. But I would say it's a good game. If you like this kind of game, like I said, it's kind of fun. I think the story's good, the characters seem interesting, it's not too difficult, it is kind of linear, how it seems so far, but it's yeah, okay. But yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth picking up. Like I said, it's a game I got in a disc, and it was in a second-hand store, so it was cheap in that, comparatively. And I had a voucher, so it didn't cost me anything. But I don't think it ever goes for much less than about 13, 14 UK pounds on PlayStation Store. And I would say it's probably worth that, if you like this kind of game. Anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming, Terminator Resistance. Till next time, take care for now.